an unstoppable day. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are turning incubation into opportunities today. Come on in. Yeah, I'm Terrance Leftridge. I am the host of Talking Small Business with Terrance Leftridge. It's the show where we help businesses go from being stuck to being unstoppable. And we've got a great special show today because definitely we're in a situation right now where people could definitely be stuck in their businesses if they don't take some of these steps to turn this incubation period into opportunities for your business. So come on in, swipe and share. Give me a second. I want to make sure that we are coming through crystal clear for everybody. And then also want to make sure that we are sharing it to a couple of pages so that people will know that we are out there. And if you are tuning in, come on in, tell us who you are, where you are watching us from. And hey, how about doing this? How about starting a watch party for your other small business owners that you may know across the globe? Because we are definitely dealing with a global situation, not a city situation, not a local situation, not even a national situation, but a global nation that where most of the world is being told to incubate and to hunker down for the next couple of weeks. And what does that do for you? Well, hopefully that presents you with some opportunities to do some things a little bit different in your business, to step outside of your brick and mortar comfort zone and introduce yourself to the world of social media. They're talking about social distancing. That's the new tag word that they've been talking about this week. But I want to talk about personal distancing, but social closeness, getting closer socially and doing that using social media. So come on in, swipe and share. Come on in, like and share. Come on in and click that watch party button and let some other people know that you are talking small business with Terrance today. I'm going to just start, make sure we can get this going and share it with some friends and see who we have out there, what small business owners might be able to jump in. Part of what I am doing this week during the incubation 2 weeks is that I'm going to do my part to share great information, great training with you guys over the next couple of weeks, things to help you move ahead in your business, tools, tips, and strategies that are going to allow you to weather this storm and to continue to move your business forward despite what might be happening in the world. Shout out to all the people who's going to be watching it live, who's going to be watching replay from across the globe. We want you to stay safe. We want you to stay cautious, and we want you to definitely do whatever it is that your government officials are telling you to do to stay safe. But we want you to be optimistically cautious. Optimistically cautious. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I don't want you to give into the fear of what's going on with the COVID 19. Don't give into the fear. Don't give into the some of the media hype that might come out of this situation. Don't give into the fear and try to create your own grocery store within your house or buy some things that are unnecessary. I want you to take in the information, but I also want you to use your intuition. I also want you to use your insight to know that you've gone through some things before and you'll definitely make it through this as well. And now, how can you turn this incubation period, how can you turn this obstacle into an opportunity for yourself? That's what we are going to be talking about today. So take a couple more seconds. I want to make sure that we get some people coming through. Hey, Tristan, thanks for watching. Tell us where you are watching us from and go ahead, click that button on your page and start a watch party and bring your other um, your other business owners and friends in. Hey, Jeff Markinet, hey for watching. Come on in, like and share. Let us know where you are watching Talking Small Business from. And we're going to jump into it real quickly. Hey, Vanessa Holmes. Vanessa Holmes, thanks for watching. Come on in. Come on in, do that, hit that watch party on your phone and share this with some friends. We're going to share some information. I won't be with you long, but I want to just share some mindset information and share some tools, tips, and strategies that I use to continue to keep my business going, even though I am locked down just like you guys are. So I'm going to take a quick second. I want to do something. I want to show you something. uh, I'm going to try to take the picture and do it that way as opposed to trying to share my screen. And then that'll give you guys some time to come on in to swipe and to share. And that's what we're going to do. So hold on. Keep on coming. Hey, Zelina, thanks for watching. Come on in, share it with a friend. Definitely got some great, quick information that we're going to be sharing with you today, just so that you can move from the obstacles into the opportunities that this incubation period is going to be providing to those who think outside of the box. Think outside of the box. That's what we want you to do. How does that work? How does thinking outside of the box? Well, I've been watching, the news, trying to stay up to date, trying to understand. And as of last news report, there were over 1,000 cases of COVID in New York State alone. There's over 50 cases here in Broward County, where I live right now in Florida. And I know there's plenty of cases in Chicago, where I'm from. Shout out to Chi-Town. So they are telling people to stay at home. They're closing bars and restaurants. Grocery stores are closing at 8 o'clock so they can restock. People are learning how to do business a little differently now that COVID-19 has made its presence known here in the United States. So, what does that present for you as the small business owner? Well, that presents for you the opportunity to get in front of your audience in a way that you probably never had before. I know many times since I've been doing this live stream, and I've been doing this live stream for over 4 years in this present state that we're doing. And before that, I was doing internet radio for a number of years. And the hardest thing to gauge was, when was a good time to be in front of your audience? Was it after, before they get up and go to work? Was it after they get home from work? Was it midday, or was it just on the weekends when most people were home? So it was really hard to gauge. Well, here's what this obstacle of incubation is going to provide for you. And that's the number one thing. It's going to provide for you an opportunity to get in front of your target market audience even quicker, even quicker, because people are forced to be at home. People are forced to be at home. Jeff, I understand you're freaking out a little, but remain optimistically cautious. That is the tag phrase. If you don't get anything else out of this training today, be optimistically cautious. You know for a fact, man, what you went through 17 years ago, I think people would rather have go through what they're going through right now than to experience what you experienced 17 years ago. But the good news is, you remember that you made it through 17 years ago. So that should be the motivation and the fuel to let you know that if you could make it through that, then you can definitely make it through this. So don't freak out. Be optimistically cautious. Somebody put that in the feed if they would. Optimistically cautious. And as you continue to swipe and share, as you continue to start those watch parties, as you continue to share this with people, I want you to just keep that in mind, being optimistically cautious and looking at what opportunity this creates for you. as a speaker, as Jeff is in the feed, the international make every second count speaker. This is a gold mine opportunity for you to now share your message. You should be sharing your message when you get up in the morning. You should be sharing your message at lunchtime. You should be sharing your message at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You should be sharing your message at 7 o'clock at night, because now you have a active audience. Check this out. Programmers, television programmers are scrambling to come up with new information so that people can have a outlet from the constant updates of COVID-19. Programmers, Netflix are putting their top rated movies up now. Their stock is going through the roof because they know people are at home and they can't go outside, they can't live their normal lives. So now they're going to be trying to look for an outlet within their home. And what usually is those outlets is either the TV, the radio, or your phone, your mobile phone. So if you are connected, if you are in tune with what your market audience is about to do over the next couple of weeks, you can position yourself to make sure you take advantage of this time to be coming up with new content, or this time to be rehashing content that you already have that maybe it didn't get enough traction the first time or the first couple of times, but now you can bring it back because you will have a captive audience, because they for all intents and purposes really are going to have very few options of things to do over the next 14 days and beyond, depending on what happens with this virus. So now's the time to be pulling out all the stops. Now you may not be able to go out and physically meet with your clients, but you can bring your clients to you. You can now send out these links. You can now introduce them to another version of you. And the best way to do this is what you see right now. It's what you see me doing right now. I'm streaming live to you, or to some of you who are going to be watching this in the replay. I just want you to go ahead and put replay in the comments if you're watching replay. And if you're watching live, remember, put that where you're from, and you can also say live. Put live and then say where you're from. So if you're live from Chicago, if you're live from Piqua, Ohio, like Jeff is, just go ahead and put that in the feed. And please, please, please go ahead and click that watch party. My phone wouldn't figure out what I was trying to spell there. Okay, okay, that's absolutely fine. We get it. Thanks for trying. Anybody else who comes in, just go ahead and put optimistically cautious. That's what we are going to say. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put it up myself so that I'm not just talking about it, I'm being about it. Optimistically cautious. There we go. Here we go. Bam. There you go. That's our phrase for the day. Optimistically cautious. As you guys come on in, swipe and share, swipe and share. I want to show you something. Let me see if I can get it real quick. And for those of you who are new to this space and you're kind of hesitant about using this social media to really get your message out, and you may feel like you're lacking some things in order to make it happen, I'm going to spend the bulk of this time talking about how I do what I do. And hopefully that will help you in getting a firm stance on what you need to do to do this in your own business. And I want to let you know, I'm a small business owner just like you are, most of you who are watching this. And let me tell you, I don't have a big budget to play with. So what I do from a very, very, very strategic point of view. And I want to share that strategy with you. And hopefully you can see it too. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, come on in. Tell us where you are watching us from, Cheryl, as we continue to move forward with this training for today. So I want to show you something really quick. So I do streaming, live streaming video. Of course, I do every Tuesday a night with the Unstoppable Story Show, and now I do the Talking Small Business with Terrance that you see on every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And I also have a podcast by the same name that you can get on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and many other streaming platforms coming up real soon. But what I do and how I do that, that's something that I think maybe you guys don't know. So I want to show you my studio real quick. Bam. There it is. That's my studio where all the magic happens. Now, I want you to look past the fan back there because South Florida is in the 80s, and I want you to look back past the files because there's still the office is still a work in process. I want you to look at the desk. This desk and what you see on this desk compiles the sum total of what I call my Unstoppable Studio. Yes, indeed. And when you look at that, I want you to recognize that it doesn't take a whole lot to make this happen. And if I can do it, if I can do it on the limited budget that I have, then guess what? You can do it too. So I'm going to go through briefly what each one of these items are that you see on the screen. And I'm going to give you some numbers. So hopefully you have a pen and paper. If you're thinking about doing your own live streaming, or if you're thinking about doing your own podcast, take down some of this information. Oh, by the way, if you don't have a pen and paper right now and you just want to, um, you just want to watch this again at a later time, then just go ahead and put in the comment section your email, and I will email you the link for this training afterwards. That's what I'm all about. I'm about helping you guys today. So I want to make sure that you get this information. So just put your email in there and type the word notes in there, notes and your email address, and then we will make sure that you get this information sent to you via email. So just put notes and post your email in the comments section and we will get it to you. Yes, okay. Cheryl is watching us from New Jersey. Thank you. And she says, creativity is what is needed. Absolutely. Creativity is what is needed to turn these obstacles into opportunities during this incubation stage. So let's start from the left to the picture that's closest, the item that's closest to you on the screen, and we're going to work our way across. Of course, you can see right there in the center is my laptop. So if you have a laptop and you have an internet connection, you are 75% of the way to having your home office studio, your own unstoppable studio. Because with the webcam that is attached to most laptops, it gives you pretty good 720 uh, clarity when it comes to recording videos. Not the best, not the worst, but it will do in a pinch. And on a budget, we're talking about what you already have. We're not asking you to go out and get anything new if your budget can't afford it. If you look to the right of the laptop, you see that there's just a stand with a cell phone attached to it. And let me come back. It's live right here, and then I'll show it to you even closer. If you have nothing else, if you don't even have a webcam on your laptop, you have probably a smartphone. 90%, 95%, 99% of the world has smartphones. And those phones are so smart because they have a camera that is built into them. And depending on how new your phone, you can probably record on your phone in 1080i clarity. That is the almost the top of the line. Now we're at 4K and 5K, but now you for a camera, for something that you can carry in your pocket and take wherever you go, 1080i clarity on the record is absolutely phenomenal. And then if you want to record the audio, you can also have there's also a voice recorder attached in the cell phone. Most of voice recorders come as standard apps on the cell phone where you can record your content and then you can use that content for later. So there's nothing stopping you as a small business owner from getting your message recorded and getting it out to your clientele. So let's go back to the picture. So we talked about the computer, laptop, we talked about the cell phone. To the left of the computer is if you are trying to go a little bit more fancy as far as your studio is concerned. If you want to take it to the next level, then this is definitely what you need. That little ball on a stand to the left of that laptop is called the blue ball. If you've heard of the company called Yeti, YETI, they have a lot of different microphones. They are really killing the game when it comes to external mics that will give you studio quality. And this one that I use right now is called the Yeti Blue Ice Snowball. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you. Blue Ice Snowball. And you can get that. Go to Amazon. You can find it online. There's a lot of different versions of Yeti microphones. Any one of them will do great when you're starting out. But again, this is an upgrade. This is a level up for me. I've been doing this for over 4 years. And so the thing about it is, as you do this, you want to get better each and every time. So that's not the top of the line microphone, but it's something that fit the upgrade that I needed in my studio and also fit within my budget, which is the key thing that we're going to continue to talk about. Doing things that are going to up level you so that you can turn this incubation time, this obstacle, into an opportunity. Do you have to get it right now? Absolutely not. You have enough quality on that laptop, you have enough microphone quality where you can get your message out without a problem right now. The key is not to create other obstacles that stop you from doing what it is you need to do. The key is to utilize what you already have, utilize what you're already able to do, and focus less on what's stopping you. We're gonna stop focusing on the fact that, oh, we can't get out of our house, or oh, we can't get to the shop, oh, we had to close down the physical plant of the business for weeks at a time. Focus on what you are able to do. You're able to continue to do business online just by taking a couple of these steps that we're going to be talking to you about today. Agreed? Agreed. All right, let's go ahead. Let's make sure that we are sharing this. We're going to share this out to some groups, get some more exposure, because this is good stuff, and I want people to get this. My clients pay lots of money to have this one-on-one training, and you're getting this training just today for free because I want to remove the obstacles that might be stopping you from reaching new opportunities during this time. So go ahead. If you're already watching, go continue to watch, continue to take notes, and to start a watch party. If you're watching right now, start a watch party, send it out to your circle of influence and let them know about this great information. Okay. So Cheryl Manette says smartphone, usually 1080 clarity for recording with the stand. Absolutely. And you can get the stand separately on Amazon. And all this stuff you can find on Amazon. And here's the key. Many of the things I'm telling you that I use, I paid less than $100 for an individual item. There's no item on this picture that I'm showing you. Let me put it up again. There's no item on this picture other than the laptop itself that costs more than $100. We are working smarter, not harder. Working smarter, not harder. And so let's look directly above the laptop. I don't know if you can see that silver stand that is kind of arching above the top of the screen on the laptop. And then you see this black item that has a cord on top of it. That is the Logitech C920 external webcam. Logitech C920. Logitech C as in cat 920 external webcam. That webcam is a USB connected item. So all you have to do is plug and play. You don't have to come up with 45, 50 different cords. You just take the USB that comes attached to the webcam and you plug it right into your USB port. And now you have a great webcam that records in 1080p as well, just like I told you that your phone was. But this is more crisp, this is more clean. And what I love about this is that it's small, it's compact, it's portable. You can drop it in your bag. You can drop it in your pocket if you really needed to, and you can take it along with you, and you can be mobile. This setup allows me to record and do my show from any place in the world, literally any place in the world, as long as there is internet access. Now, can your system do that right now? Other than the phone, can you do that anywhere else than what I'm telling you right now? Probably not. You probably haven't even thought about it. You probably haven't thought about how you can take this setup and you can record from your business if you have a brick and mortar business. You can record your speaking engagements. If you're speaking uh, before an audience. You can ask the event planner if you can just set up your own system in the back of the room or in the middle of the room so that you can record yourself. This system I just used last week. I went to the offices of the Global Trade Chamber, one of the largest trade chambers in the world that does business in every continent on the planet. They wanted to be interviewed on the Talking Small Business, and you can catch that on the Talking Small Business with Terrance Facebook page, or you can go over to Spotify and listen to the podcast. But they didn't want to come to me, they wanted me to come to them and do the interview. And so I just packed up what you see here, everything that you see here fit into a gym bag, and I was able to pack it up, go to their offices, record the interview right then and there, and the next day I was playing it over the internet. That is powerful. That is leverage. That's something that you can leverage in your business with your clients. If you have clients that want some exposure and you have this type of technology at hand, you can do great things with it. Absolutely. Thanks, Cheryl, for putting out there. To get your copy of the training, make sure you're typing notes and your email address in the comments, and we'll make sure we get you a link to the replay of this video so that you can watch it. Thank you so much. This has been a game changer in my business. It has allowed me to get my personal message out to the masses. It has allowed me to interview people all over the world. People have been on my show as far away as Africa and New Zealand, the Dominican Republic, London. Plus, people have been on my show here in the States, virtually as well as in person. This has allowed me to take authors from all parts of the world and bring them all together to promote a book that they might be part of an anthology for. This has allowed me to go into businesses and showcase what they do and how they do it on site at their business. This is something that I can tell you that continues to give over and over and over again. And if you have a feeling that you're going to be stuck because you can't get to your physical business or you can't get physically to your clients because of that physical distancing that everybody is pushing. They're calling it social distancing. I'm calling it physical distancing because with social media, you can continue to get closer and closer to your clients, even if you can't physically reach out and touch them, just by using some of these tools and tricks that we are talking about today. Is that good stuff or is that good stuff? Hey, Nana Cozy, thanks for watching. Pete Oz, thanks for watching. Michael Douglas is watching. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Come on in. Tell us where you are watching from and tell us if this is good stuff. If this is good stuff, go ahead and put in the comments and say good stuff. All right. So I showed you that because that is the studio setup. Now, that's the equipment. That is all the equipment you need. And literally, all the equipment that you really need if you really are on a budget is just your cell phone. All the things that I have externally is leveling up my game to bring a better quality. But don't let the lack of leveling up stop you from getting your message out. Don't let leveling up stop you from engaging with your clients through social media, even if you can't engage with them because of the incubation and the physical distancing. Now is the time for you to step outside of your comfort zone and do something a little bit differently. Use this obstacle as an opportunity to go deeper and find deeper and more engaging ways to hang out and associate and interact with your clients. And that is going to take your business to the next level. And here's the beauty of it, even after this incubation is over, you will have learned some new skills and some new tricks that you can continue to incorporate into your business mastery system so that you can continue to step your game up and put yourself above all the other businesses that are just doing the average to get their clients. We don't do anything average here at Unstoppable Coaching. We know that we were born to stand out, not just fit in. And with these tools and these tips that I'm giving you today, you too will stand out in your business. Okay? All right. So here's a couple of things, and then I'm going to let you go. I also talked about podcasting. Now, I have a special webinar that I'm doing on how to create your own podcast on a budget. Now, there are thousands and thousands of podcasts out there. It is growing by leaps and bounds. And unlike in the past, where it used to cost lots of money to get and create your own podcast, you can do it now virtually for almost little or nothing. And you can get your show syndicated on a number of different podcast platforms so that you can continue to get your message out there to talk about your goods and your services, and so that you can continue to get you exposed to the marketplace in different markets again across the globe, because you are the product long before you sell your product or service. So people love to buy from people that they know, love, like, and have a relationship with. What better way for you to build a relationship with your global market than by doing live stream broadcast or audio podcasts? So if you're interested in that training, then put in the comments that I want more information on the podcast, and then we will set up a time where we could talk to you about the podcast. We have a special rate that we're doing now on our podcast training of just $25. Just $25 to get that training to learn how to set up your own podcast on a budget. And you can simply go to bit.ly/, UC Budget Podcast, and we will get your information. You can pay that $25 and then we'll set up a one-on-one training with you so that you can start podcasting and add that to your arsenal in 2020. Oh my God. Yes. Hey, Kevin Smith, thanks for watching. Come on in. Go ahead, start those watch parties. And hopefully, this information is going to help somebody. That's what my goal is during this incubation period, to continue to bring you guys training, tools, tips, and strategies that you can use during this incubation period so that when the incubation is over, you can just skyrocket back out into the universe, making your businesses stronger. So, we talked about the live streaming. We talked about the equipment that you need to get started. And I just shared with you the opportunity for you to learn how to create your podcast. Create a podcast that will be shared on Apple iTunes, podcast that will be shared on Google Play, a podcast that will be shared on Spotify. And that's just the top three. There are six other lesser known platforms that you can get your message onto right now. And people will know, love you, and want to do business with you as a result of that. Okay. All right. So that is going to be about it for right now. I just want to make sure I gave you that information. These are two easy tips that, even though you are locked in your house, even though you may be on lockdown, even though you may be not able to do business the way you have normally done business, that should not stop you from getting your message out to the masses. The only thing you have to do is think a little bit differently, step outside of your comfort zone, and realize that doing business the way you used to do business does not have to be the same way anymore. Take some of these tools, take some of these tips, take some of these strategies, implement them. They say that knowledge is power, but I disagree wholeheartedly. Knowledge that is applied is power. So go out, take this knowledge, apply it. If you have any questions, you feel free to leave me a message in the comments. If you want the notes, go ahead and put your email address in the notes. I'm only sending the replay to the people who give the email information. And then if you are also interested in learning more about the podcast, make sure you go back to that link that I put up there. Uh, uh, bit.ly/UC budget podcast, bit.ly/UC budget podcast. And we'll get with you towards setting up your one-on-one coaching regarding how you can get started in podcasts. All right, you guys? Well, that's enough information. Don't want to overload you guys with information. We'll be coming back on Talking Small Biz with Terrance Leftridge throughout the week. Maybe we'll replay some of the things we did today, or we'll be talking about new topics, new tips that you can use to continue to move your business to the next level throughout this incubation period. Remember, you don't have to let these obstacles stop you. You have the ability to turn these obstacles into opportunities. You have the ability to take your business to the next level during these trying times. You have the ability to continue to serve your clientele at an extraordinary level, even from the comfort of your home. Even on lockdown, y'all, you can be unstoppable. So I'll talk to you real soon. And as always, wherever you are in the world today, don't just make it a great day. Go out, turn obstacles into opportunity, and make it an unstoppable day. Take care.